everyone, I'm Joya with Make Me by Joya, and today's tutorial is going to be on how to apply your foundation. Now, that's one thing that I get all the time is like your skin looks so beautiful, it's so even, it looks perfect, it's flawless. And that's all the way in application of your foundation. Now, one of the things that you always want to do is take care of your skin first. So every day it's a facial wash, a toner, a moisturizer. Then you have those special products if you need to do an exfoliator or even a serum. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to start off. I'm going to go ahead and pin my hair back because you want your hair out of your face. And you see I have a few blemishes here, so I don't have perfect skin. It's just the foundation makes it look that way. Okay, now I've already did my daily skincare, so I have my moisturizer and my serum on. And the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is start with the primer. Now I do use a foundation brush. I always use brushes when I do my makeup because I don't like the oils from my fingers to get into my skin, so it makes it a little dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the primer. My favorite primer that I currently use is Laura Mercier's. I had it upside down. Laura Mercier's primer. It gives you like radiance. I have a big obsession with having dewy skin, so this gives me a lot of radiance and glow. Now, if you're a person that don't like dewiness or you want to look matte, which you want to look like just flat, and a lot of people that does that tends to have oily skin. Just go ahead and get a primer. Smashbox has a really great primer too, and they have all different types of primers, and some of them even have oil mattifiers in there. So we're just going to take a little bit, and I really just use the dime size amount, and we're just going to spread it all over the face. You may not even use all that's on your hand, so start off with a little, because a little goes a long way. Okay, so we have that evenly all over the skin. Okay, so that's all over there. Next we're going to go ahead and do is use the foundation. Now, I switch up between foundations. Right now, today I'm going to use the Perfection Luminaire by Chanel. I absolutely love this foundation. It gives you like this flawless, perfect skin. Looks like nothing is on your skin. It just looks really beautiful. So you put a little bit on your hand. And I always start with the nose, the cheeks, the forehead, and the chin. And then you do brush strokes down. And you do it towards the outer part of your face. And you just want to make sure you have it blended. Now, a lot of people ask, how do you know what your foundation color is? Definitely, it's always going to be different in every brand that you use, and even some of the same brands you may be a different color because of the way it's formulated. So it's something that you definitely want to always get color matched. And when I color match, I always color match along the jawline. And you will want to take your foundation and go vertical lengths and to see where it blends at. Now, a lot of people have two tones to their skin. So you always want to go with something that's either the lighter of the two tones or something that can fit right in the middle. You never want to do anything that's too red or too orange on your skin tone. So like I say, it depends on the brand that you use because different brands have certain guidelines. I know some have red-based foundations, some have yellow-based foundations. Okay, so we have all that spreaded. And if you notice, I have not put concealer on yet. I know a lot of people put their concealer on before they put on their foundation. I, however, do not. I always put my concealer on after my foundation because I feel like it's just wiping away what I'm trying to conceal. Okay, so that's even. We have that all over. And we're going to go ahead and use a concealer. Now, I'm also going to use a Laura Mercier concealer, and sometimes I switch in between the Laura Mercier and the MAC, and it just depends on what I'm trying to do for that day. This one tends to last longer and tend not to settle in my creases. However, the MAC is like picture perfect. It looks really good when you're gonna do pictures, and things of that nature. Do I like to wear it for all day? No, because I have to constantly reapply it. So this one I'm gonna go with today. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and take a concealer brush, and they come in all different brands. And that's why I forgot to mention about the other brush. The other brush I had was a Prescriptive foundation brush. And those are made with synthetic fibers. And that was about a good foundation brush can run you about $30. But if you don't want to spend that much, you can also get some really good brushes. I know Sonia Kashuk makes really good foundation brushes, and they're about $15. So I know foundation brush can go anywhere from $2 to $60. Just depends on what you want to invest. And the concealer brush that I'm using right now is Amazing Cosmetics concealer brush, and they're really good, and they're really known for their concealer. I just so happen don't have a shade for me in their concealer, so that's why I'm not using theirs. So with the concealer brush, you see I'm just doing little strokes underneath my eye. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend. And it's going to go ahead and cover up my dark circles. Now, if you have any other spots on your face that you would like to cover up, you can go ahead and do that with the concealer. But for me personally, your foundation should be able to cover up your dark spots if that's what you have, because you will want to go with a full cover foundation. Like I said, I have on the full coverage foundation. It doesn't look like a mask. So when you hear full coverage foundation, don't think that is automatically going to make you look cakey and fake, because as you see, it does not. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to use is my powder. So I'm going to go ahead and use my MAC powder. And I love Studio Fix. It kind of evens everything out. And I'm actually a NC45. So I'm going to take a powder brush. And this is an Amazing Cosmetics brush. And you just swirl it on. And you go in full circle. Do it again. And you kind of just want to knock all that shine off. And basically putting the powder on is going to actually help set your makeup. Allows it to last longer all day. Okay. So we have that. So I have it pretty much an even skin. Now most people at this point, they'll leave it just as what it is. But not me, because I absolutely love, love, love dewy skin. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Laura Mercier Warm Bronze Mineral Powder. And you can actually just use this as a powder, as a setting powder. But I love it because it has shimmer in it. It gives you like a more of a dewy look. So you have a nice glow to your skin. Like anybody that has dry skin or just love that dewy, milky, creamy look will actually love this. So we're going to dip that in here. And tap out the excess. And this is a bronzing brush. I absolutely love this brush. It gives you more of like a airbrush feel to your skin. And actually an airbrush look also to your skin. So you just go in small circles again. And go one more time. Well, at least I'll go one more time, because I gotta look dewy. Alright. Now, will you get this the same effect using sponges? No, not at all. Because the sponges tend to put creases and strokes in your skin. And another bad thing about using sponges is that it soaks up so much of your foundation. You really will use a lot of foundation. And when you use the store brand foundation, that stuff is not cheap at all. So you want to invest in a brush. So I always tell people use brushes, because that sponge is going to soak up about 30% of your makeup. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to go ahead and do for my basic face is add some blush to my cheeks so I don't look so flat. Now, you put foundation, I have the even skin, but you don't want to look flat. You know, it doesn't look really good. So I'm going to take a MAC color, and it says Getaway Bronze. It was part of their summer collection a while ago. And I love, love, love this buffing brush. Now, this buffing brush you can use for your foundation, too. Especially if you're like a powder girl. You can just put it on there, and it looks really, really good. I like because it places your color where you want it to be. So when I do my blush, I always smile. So I get the apples in my cheeks, and I take it back to the back of my ear. So I'm just going to pat. And I do small pats. I don't sweep because I don't want any streaks of color. We're going to go ahead and go to the other side and smile back. And these are all small pats. And there you have it. And that's your basic face and how to apply for your foundation, concealer, and powder.